Alright, well, I'll make a quick video. So we were at Good Guys. We only went a Saturday, and it poured and rained pretty much the whole time we were there, so we didn't film nothing of it. We should have filmed the after party at Quaker Steak, because it was pretty eventful. So the after party, they do burnouts at Quaker Steak, and if you don't know what Quaker Steak is, it's a restaurant. They say they got the world's best wings. I have a Quaker Steak shirt on in one of the videos. Anyway, so we're at the burnouts. We get done eating, whatever. We go watch a few, and we decided we wanted to go home because it was getting late. I was like, well, I'll try one burnout before we leave. Shouldn't have tried one burnout before we left. So I'm waiting in line, like hour and a half. We get up there, and we roll out onto the street to do the burnout. And mind you, the cops put this on and stuff, so they keep it all safe, so everybody, has a good time, doesn't get hurt or nothing. So I go to do a burnout. I'm trying, and there's so much rubber and stuff on this road that it's just sticky. So I get pushed forward, pushing my front tires forward. I just stop, look back at the cop. Hey, can I try it again? He's like, go ahead. So try it again. As soon as I try it again, I mash it, and my car just revs out, and then bam! I was like, well, that's not good. And then you could just hear bang, 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 and everybody's, woo, we broke, yeah. And it was awesome. It was awesome. What wasn't awesome is the fact that my car completely torched this thing. I mean, right in two pieces. So I had one made. This one's a little bit nicer. This one's just a little bit nicer than that one. And it's a little bit bigger. It's a 3-inch tube instead of the 2 1/2 or whatever, 2 3/4, whatever that was. The only thing I don't think that is bigger, well, this might be the same size as that. So yeah, it is bigger. Cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to make a quick video. I'm going to clean this up, and then I will paint it and everything, and I'll put it in. I'm thinking it's probably plenty long enough. It should be. I was a little worried that, because I went off the book on what it said it should be, because I got a book for my car, and it said it's supposed to be 52, which, yeah, I suppose that probably tracks. Hopefully it's not 53 or nothing. But I may have borrowed Jace's out of the charger. I never told him. Sorry, Jace. So Jace's is in here right now. I need to take it out before Jace gets here, whenever he comes back up for the weekend, whatever weekend that's going to be. And then the gnats aren't this weekend, they're next weekend. So I'm hoping, I know this should be the right size. It's right out of the book that said, I think it's Dodge Coronet Charger book. Yeah, it's the Dodge Coronet Charger book, because Jace has used it before. It said for a 440, and my car should be 52.03 inches. So I told him 52 inches, so it should fit. But because my car's raked up, it changes how much it is out. So I'm hoping, I think it'll be fine. An inch difference shouldn't matter, because I mean, I have this whole slip yoke to go. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. Yeah, there she is. better than that one, I guess, right? And this one looks weird. It's got like a weird weight on the end. I don't know if it was, for some reason they did that in the 60s. He said that the guy that did this said that there's a secondary tube inside here, probably for balancing or whatever. But he balanced it for me. And he didn't even have to add weights to it. It just had this original one and that was it. So, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get started on this so I can get it done. And the wagon's not here. My dad's getting the front window clear tint, so you won't be able to tell it's tinted, but it'll be ceramic so that it doesn't let any sunlight in. Oh, speaking of tint, I figure Coronet's windows are tinted. At first I didn't like it, but it looks really good. After it growing on me, I think it looks pretty good. I like it. Makes my stickers all pop more. Alright, well, I'm going to get started on this so that I'm not out here forever. And gives me some time to get the paint dry and everything. So. Alright, drive shaft's cleaned up. I took some sandpaper and just ran it up and down it. Got a little bit of rust off. I'm just trying to let it sit in the sun now because it's a little moist, well, wet from the condensation because I used brake clean on it. So it just basically put water all over it because it went from really hot out here to cold. So I'm just letting it sit in the sun. You can see that it's drying it up. So as soon as that gets all dried up, I'm gonna hit it with some Rust-Oleum. Be good to go. I use my dad calls it his poor man creeper. So I'm using his creeper so I don't get the concrete all ruined any more than it probably already is. So yep, that's where I'm at with it. Kitten. Hey, little kitty. Alright. Drive shaft is painted. I'm getting ready to throw it in. I just put Jace's in his car. Took it out of mine, put it in his. It's looking pretty nice. It's still not dry, but I don't feel like waiting any longer. So as long as everything's painted good, which it's good enough for me. It's really hot, so I'm sweating. You're like, what the heck? Why are you wet? It's sweat. It's humid out in Ohio today. Gloves. I'm just gonna throw some gloves on here. Good enough. I'm gonna put these gloves on so they don't get my fingers, one, all painted up, and two, so I don't make that dirty or very dirty. Trying not to get too much stuff sticking to it. But I probably should wait, but it's too humid. I don't think it's gonna dry until tomorrow, and I don't want to wait that long. It's just barely tacky anyway, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. Alright. Kitten! So glad to join. So glad you could join. So glad you could join my little adventure. Alright, well, I'm going to get this stuff under my car, and then if I can get to my phone, I will start the video, but if I can't get to my phone, I'll probably just show it in and call it a day. This was a U-joint that came on this drive shaft. I got it from DJ. He owns Rare Finds. He builds Mopars. Anyway, I think I'm just going to leave that U-joint on there because I think it's a spicer, but it's a greasable one. This one is a spicer. It's also a greasable one, but this one at least give me an extra one. And that one's actually in fairly good shape. The only thing that I've seen wrong with that one is it's a little bit rusty. Not anything crazy, though. I'm not terribly worried about it. And the inside looks immaculate. Just had some dirty grease in it, so I re-greased it. And then I'll leave that one as my spare, because that one's fairly brand new. As of a couple years ago, I think. So, and that one's... Actually, I think that one might be older. Slightly older than that one even, but that's the one that came off of this drive shaft, and it's a spicer. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that one on there because I'm not too terribly worried about it because the inside looked, but yeah, it'll give me a spare one, and then I'll be ready to rock and roll as soon as I get that in. I'm actually going to Loctite the bolts. Because I didn't do it when I threw Jace's in because I knew I was taking it back out. I think I did it the last time. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get this in. If I can't get to my phone, probably not going to film it. If I can, you'll see. Alright, so I got the drive shaft sitting in there. It's a little dark down here. I don't have a light with me. And that's really squeaky. But it's sitting in here. I got to pull that zip tie and set it in. But I want to get this in here. And then I got the transmission in neutral too, so it's a little bit easier to, you know, rotate and maneuver around. Set this up like that. There we go. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this in. Last time I get to go under here for a while, hopefully. Oh, sorry about my poor camera skills. Ow, I got a welder in my back. Okay, hold on, I'm almost there. This is a tight squeeze. I probably should have jacked it up. Alright, snipping the zip tie that I had holding the U-joint and stuff in. Or the caps on the U-joints. Okay, there we go. There she is in. And this is the perfect size. Jace's was 52 as well, so I got plenty of room here for the slip yoke. It's probably in there a good 3 or 4 inches still. Probably 3. It's all done. Painted. It might still be a little tacky, but it'll work. And then I Loctited the bolts for the straps. Pretty happy with that. Oh, I got new mufflers. They're Dynamax. Super turbos, I think. They're over here. They're 1300 CFM. They're ultra flow. So they sound real good. They sound great on that. I like them. They're a straight through muffler. So my mufflers are slightly offset. So I had to, well, they're the offset. They're not slightly, they're offset mufflers. They're not like a center. They're a center, I think, right side or something. But I bought those and they kind of like curve through the muffler. So they're sweet. I like them. They sound good. Definitely perform a little bit better. Well, cool. I got that done. I got a spare U-joint. I guess that's it for this one. I figure I should film a short video just so I, had a memory of it. Because why not? That's kind of cool. Even though I don't think I'll ever forget that. That's awesome. I didn't think I'd ever break a drive shaft in half. And get some entertainment, I guess, for later. But I guess the next probably bit we're going to film, I'm planning on filming a lot of the Nats. I'm going to try to do the burnout contest and hopefully not break another drive shaft. But I'm going to hopefully do the burnout contest. Hopefully place this year, because the last few years, those darn diesels. Everybody roots for diesels and it's just not fair. So, but whatever. It is what it is. We're just doing it for fun out over there, so. Got some tires. I'm going to use the ones off the wagon. The original ones. Hopefully they smoke. I'll bleach up. And then I might turn in my slack adjusters a little bit in the rear so that I have a little more wheel speed, because without having a stall in that, it doesn't get up to RPM very well, so it kind of struggles when it first starts doing a burnout. So then I might crank my slack adjusters in a little bit and have a little less brake drag. There we go. Well, all done. I guess we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully we're not breaking anything. If we are breaking stuff, it's still cool. You'll find two rebels who know where to go. Sam and Johnny, they're the wrenching things, turning rusted metal into shining dreams. Jay's pulled up in a 66 Charger. Crackhead energy, always pushing farther. At Outlaw Ranch Works, where the engines roar. Northern boys fixing up the cars they adore. Vintage steel and muscle might, they bring old
plastics breathe fresh air. I am a cameraman, a Marine with pride. Capturing the hustle, never leaving their side. At Outlaw Ranch Works, where the engines roar, northern boys fixing up the cars they adore. From vintage steel to muscle might, they bring old legends back to life. At Outlaw Ranch Works, hear the engine hum. The work's never done, but they've just begun. From chrome to grit, they take the ride and let the engine roar like thunder inside. With a rock tune playing on the radio, with a hammer and weld, let that passion
Holy
flow.